Do you relate well to being spiritual and not religious? Are you looking to transform your life to have greater purpose and experience more joy and abundance? If you are, you've come to the right place. Welcome. I'm Neil Pinkman, the Spiritual Director for the Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey. Over the past 2 decades, our open and affirming, diverse community has helped countless people in the same way. Enjoy watching. If you like what you see, check us out at cslnj.org.
Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on steering. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on steering. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on steering. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, one more time. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
All right, let's thank Bob Dylan with the harmonica back here. Thank you, Bob. Today he's going by the name of Chris Finn. So let's hear it for Chris and Beth and Clyde and all this beautiful music. Good morning. I'm Reverend Neil Pinkman, and I am the spiritual director for this community. And what? Oh, wait, I didn't. Guys at home, please just bear with me. I forgot to hit the go button on this. So. Please, everybody, if you know it, you got it in your program, say it with me. We are an open and affirming science of mind community where the vibration of love lifts you, the wisdom of the ages inspires you, and the science of mind teaching empowers you. Here at the center, we believe that heaven and hell are states of consciousness that you experience in this lifetime, and you are the architect of your life, and it is never too late to know true happiness. That's what we do. That's who we are. And that's one of the reasons we've got so many people that help. I want to thank, I think it was Dave that ran our Psalm Sunday this morning. We have Wadleigh, the musicians we thanked already. We have Brian serving today as our POD. And we have here, and that's the reason that I put this handout out there for everybody. Because who we have with us here today, I call her the Queen Diva. Only because she makes me call her the Queen Diva. However, we're here today and we have this strong community because 23 years ago, some people backed Reverend Michelle and said, we want to build a community. And what a powerful community it is, and how wonderful it has been, and how long it has existed for 23 years now. And we wanted to keep going. So when I saw this quote, I thought, this is exactly right. This is what we have built here, and this is so absolutely on target from Thich Nhat Hanh. The next Buddha will not take the form of a person. The next Buddha will rather take the shape of a community that practices understanding and loving kindness. A community that practices a way of conscious living. This may be the most important thing for Earth's survival. That's us, folks. That's what we do here. That's why we're here. Thank you for being part of that community, and thank you, Reverend Michelle, for being the force behind creating that community. I think that statement is so true, without a doubt. So, what we do have today is, oh, never mind, just put that on top of that. We're going to have our opening chant and our opening treatment. Brian will be doing the opening treatment. So, thank you all for being here.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know.
I must preface this opening treatment today affirming this chant. For before I looked at the order of service during our meditation, Neil invited us to repeat a mantra, and this was the exact mantra that I chose, which affirms the truth of this oneness. For those of you who know me personally and know that on Facebook I post a daily gratitude blog, I spoke to this last night as well. And so, being mindful of this truth, I embrace this truth of oneness. I embrace the stillness of knowing that I am God. That I is a communal I, is a universal I. That I is that symbol of oneness. That God is that divine intelligence, that divine energy, that divine love, that creative force that creates all, that permeates through all, that lives, breathes, and exists as all. Through all, and therefore all has the nature of this one. I embrace this. I live this truth. I know this truth for this. I bless the words spoken today. I bless the music performed today. I bless the vibration of the energy that flows in and around this center, in person, online, in the present, in the future, through limitless time. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I call this good and so very, very good, and in loving gratitude for this and so much more, I surrender this word into life, into light, into law. And so it is. So it is.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know.
And now if you join me, it is November. Here we are. So we have the November affirmation. If you would, please read along with me. My thoughts and beliefs shape my reality. The abundance of life flows in and around me. By maintaining a positive mindset and cultivating thoughts of abundance, I attract and manifest abundance in every way, known and unknown. By cultivating gratitude and mindfulness, I savor the richness of my experiences, connecting with the inherent sweetness that exists in every aspect of life, and so it is. So now, I know you're a huggy group, and you online can unmute and say hello to each other as well. Greet each other. Say good morning, folks. Tell you. All right, so now, looks like Jameson's having fun. All right. It is now time for our peace practice. It's always a good time to have a peace practice, but right now, probably more than ever, today, we have an election coming up, and we need peace before that. We need peace during that. And Spirit knows we need peace after that, for sure. And that's what we're going to do right now. We had the peace reading from Ernest Holmes before our meditation. And we can all just bring that same peace in here. We know that peace starts within us, and it radiates from us. It has to start here. And that's why, if you repeat after me, that's why this peace practice is in the order it is. I am the peace I want to see. I know this peace for my family. My family knows this peace for my community. And my community knows this peace for the world. All right, and now we'll have our reading with Brian.
I'm a pretty tall guy, not as tall as Neil. And today we are reading from the textbook, page 556. If you at home have your textbooks handy, Abundance is my inheritance. Abundance is mine. I cannot be deprived of my supply. The trees do not lack for leaves, nor do the flowers fail to bloom. Am I not as important as they? Consider the lilies of the field. They toil not, neither do they spin. Yet Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed as one of these. We know that quote. I look at the lavish wastefulness of nature and know that God intended me to be as abundantly supplied with everything that makes for beauty, well-being, progressive living, and happiness. I, myself, am to blame when these fruits of the Spirit fail to appear. Since I know the truth of my being, I will no longer hinder or retard my good form coming to me. I will expect and accept all that I need to make happy and worthwhile, for I am a child of the Spirit, and every attribute of it, Every attribute of good is my inheritance. Nothing but lack of faith can keep my good from me, for I am one with the universal essence of life, or spirit, and its substance will manifest in my experience as I believe. No longer will I go for my good, carrying on only a dipper to be filled. This day, as I turn to the Father within, I bring all the empty vessels, knowing they will be filled, and my abundance will become manifest. And so it is.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. And here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Thank you, musicians. Well, you know, the person who's coming up next, I was thinking we all know her so well. But her life has changed so much. We need to write a new bio, now the author, and the books out there, and the traveling around and doing talks. And we need to update this bio for a whole new person. But we still know her, and we still love her. By the way, she will be doing a book signing in the back at the end here. So we still love her and know her as just good old Reverend Michelle. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. It is fun to be back here always. And it's amazing how, while I had an intention for a talk today, how the talks change according to whatever precedes it. So from the reading to the prayer, and to me I'd rather be live time than be scripted. So I have all these pages, but I can pretty much guarantee that I won't use most of it. The conversation I've been having a lot of now, and Neil's right. I mean, I've been in September, I spent almost 3 weeks on the northwest of the country, and my God, it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. Started in Canada and then made my way down into Washington and spoke at a number of different communities. Came home for just a few days and went back out to Philadelphia. So I've had a lot of fun meeting a lot of people. And the beautiful thing about doing is that anything I say is new, right? That's the good thing about it. The hard thing about it is that you don't know if that seed lands. You don't know if the thing that you're saying that you think is so important, if it actually lands. And so the good thing about coming back to a place that I've been with you for so many years is I have seen the fruit. I have seen you embrace the concepts. I have seen you grow. I have seen you take something that you learned within the classes or the Sunday talks, and I've watched you blossom. So it's a whole different experience. So the thing that's happening for me right now, and yes, it's around my shadow work and the forgiveness work. And what happens though? What happens? What are the rewards of doing the work other than it being hard? Anybody start doing some of that work and you wish you hadn't? All right, come on, give me a show of hands. Don't leave me alone. I know that some of you think that. You start going down that road and you're like, why in God's name did I pick up this book? Why am I in this conversation? Why am I looking at my shadow? Because it's not nice in here. Sometimes we have a not nice space inside of us. But the reward of sticking with it, the beautiful, potent, powerful reward is so stunning that I promise you, for those of you who either haven't started yet or you tiptoe and you go, yeah, I don't really want to do this. The reward is joy. The reward is power. The reward is your authenticity. Not the kind of authenticity that you just get to be your sassy self. I don't mean that. When I think of authentic, and I do have a description of it here, authenticity is the quality of being genuine, true to one's own character, spirit, and values. It involves being honest with oneself and others, expressing thoughts, emotions, and actions in alignment with one's true self, without pretense or deception. Authenticity requires self-awareness, the courage to embrace one's uniqueness, and willingness to stand in one's truth, even when it is challenging or unpopular. I think that we were all born with a divine, a blueprint of perfection. You know, we've said it 1,000 times. I am whole, perfect, and complete. But I think there are definitely times that we say certain things too often without really thinking about what we're saying. We don't catch the depth of the value of those mantras that we say, those quips that come out of the book, and I always refer to them as the Hallmark moments, right? The Hallmark card moments. The fact is that underneath the pain, the stories, the suffering, and the memories, the stuff that you have taken on but not challenged, Maybe you didn't know how to challenge it. Maybe it's just too hard. Maybe you're too darn busy. But underneath that whole collection of stuff is this power and potency that is beautiful. And I forgot that this month was about abundance. The truth is, there is an abundance of creativity, an abundance of energy, an abundance of love, of joy, of bliss, but a lot of it is hidden under the things that we do not question. And most of us, without prodding, don't question it. Do you know people in your life that don't question their motivations for things, right? I mean, the vote. I mean, we're looking at some real divisive things, some crazy divisive things. And I guarantee if we sat down in a room and started to unpack all of the emotions that so many people are righteous about, we'd have a great lesson on our hands. I have stripped away as much as I can. I still have stuff. But I have stripped away as much as I can. And how do I know? Because I now walk the planet feeling more comfortable in my skin than I ever had before in my life. If you're not comfortable in your skin, now some people are shy. We got shy people, we have some introverts. But if it's that you're not comfortable entering a space, if you're not comfortable being somewhere, if you're measuring yourself against others that are in a room, on your job, in your family, whatever it is likely that you are not celebrating yourself because you think you're something other than what you really are. Do you catch that? You're buying into the lies. You're buying into the deception, and a lot of it is not even yours. I want to tell a story of someone in a workshop that I can't see out of my glasses. Could you? You want me to see out of them? Yeah, please. I got a smudge on them, and it's distracting me. Wow, you look a lot different now. I was in this workshop and working with all these beautiful practitioners, and they were talking about the technology that they were currently using to organize the practitioners and the volunteers. Thank you, darling.
Now we'll see you better.
Oh, yes, thank you. And what happened was this woman stood up or she didn't stand up, but she was like, she's like, I got off that team because I hate technology and, I'm not doing it and I can't learn it. But she's saying these words, but her body language was upset, was not just congruent with being annoyed. I'm annoyed at technology, but it doesn't upset me. There's a difference. And so when I started talking to her, I asked her, I said, what is that feeling that's behind there? And she didn't know initially, but when I said, can we have a conversation about this? When I had a conversation with her, it went back to a time when her father told her she was stupid. And she believed it. See, that's the thing. That's why it's never just the other person. You can tell me I'm stupid, but I'm no longer going to believe you. Right? And if I can say something to you, and as long as you don't believe me, you just came through the 4 agreements for Pete's sake, so this should be very fresh in your mind. We only suffer when we give power away. And so that power is hiding under the stories and the beliefs and the memories that you and I have not taken time to question. There's a new thing it's not new, but there's a new language I'm pulling into my classes and my trainings. And it is all about allowing. Do any of you ever have a feeling and you think you shouldn't be having the feeling? Right? You question. Or when you think you shouldn't be sad because, oh, you're a religious scientist? or you're spiritual. So you're not really supposed to be sad or afraid. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You guys are not responding to me today. Come on now. I know you well enough. But what happens if we were to simply allow? When we allow and we don't fuss against, that which we've been fighting moves through us. It just moves through us. And so when we allow and then we accept what the experience is, you are immediately more empowered because you lose energy when you fight, but you gain energy when you allow. When you allow yourself to be who you are becomes more bold. And damn, I am so tired of seeing people's faces when I know they don't love on themselves. I see it here. I see it wherever I go. I recognize that look of someone when they want to be happy and they want to be their full essence, but there's a part of them that is judging themselves. There's a part of them where they're not loving all of who they are, absolutely all of who they are. You don't deserve not to love you. You hear me? You don't deserve not to love you. And when you are in judgment of yourself, you know who else you're in judgment of? God. Because if we are of the one and we criticize ourselves, we are criticizing the one. Not that that's not a bad, not that that's a bad thing. You're not going to be punished for doing that, God knows. But it is in critiquing this incredible creation. I watch people who, and Joel sees this all the time. There are people who are working all their lives trying to be a teacher, trying to be a success, or people who finally write a book and it goes wild. And people like, but they don't know about the 5 or 6 books that they wrote before that sucked. Right? There's versions there, and there's a whole thing that says just get through your first 4 or 5 things, and then finally you'll come into your own. It's like a musician that you love, but you don't realize the years that they went through, all the lessons, or an artist that never didn't get recognized for decades and waited till he was like almost 80 to do some work. The potential of the author, the potential of the musician, the potential of the artist was always there. The potential of the spiritual leader, the potential of the therapist, whatever that is, the full potential has always been there, but without questioning the things that are in the way, we allow that to be our reality. And the beautiful thing about being in a community, and what a great quote that is, Neil, from Thich Nhat Hanh. What a fantastic quote. The thing about being in a community is you and I have a job, and our job is to be the observer of good. Because we create that which we observe with. The way you normally know that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's the quick way you know it. That's the old way. But that is a whole quantum concept. That when I see you and I look into the eyes of another being, what I want to see is with love. I want to see with acceptance. I want to see with the sense of protection. Protection, is that the word I meant? I want to see health. I want to see with that which I want to pull from you. So the job of a community is to get out of any temptation to measure or be inauthentic, because anytime you're inauthentic when you're complaining, because you're thinking something hard is your reality. That makes sense? Your reality, my reality, is so pure and so perfect that it is through lifting the layers, through the work that we do, through the shadow work, through The thing I do in my classes, and I'm going to do this real quick. Close your eyes for a real quick second. Real quick. Come up right now, without thinking too hard, of 3 to 5 names of people who piss you off. Real quick. When you got them, open your eyes. 3 to 5. All right. How many do you have? Do you have anybody have? Yeah, we have somebody has 2. You got people have 3. You can show me by 1, 2, 2. Okay, a lot of 2s and 3s. Guess what? They're not the issue. They are not the issue. And as long as you and I think that the issue is the other, we are disempowering ourselves. I really want you to get that. You have the potential of being so powerful, but not if you blame another. Not if you blame another, not if you fault them, not if you think they caused you pain and discomfort, because it just drains your power. It drains your power when you think it's outside of you. You've been listening to me talk about this stuff for years. I mean, for years I've been giving you drips and drabs of all this teaching. But I gotta tell you, I'm standing here kind of in an altered state of life right now. On Friday of this week, I'm very, very proud, and which is not a word I use often about myself, but I'm very proud that I hit the send button on another book. It's a book that I had, but reworked. I don't know if you know, I added like 16,000 words. It wasn't no small feat. But the reason why I'm telling you this is I didn't see this me coming. If I stay hidden behind the pain and the stories and the suffering, we don't see the me that's potential. Your fullness is behind that stuff. And none of us, or every one of us actually, whether you're retired, rewired, or not, you still have a job to do. Because compared to a lot of the stuff that's happening on the planet, boy, are we needed. We are needed. And we are needed as a community. So I want to ask you to do this for a second if you're sitting close enough to somebody. I'd like to see you lean into somebody, if you're willing. Just kind of lean in and feel that connection, that sweetness that comes from leaning in. Look at that. It's actually very beautiful to see. At home, and maybe somebody wants to turn the camera around so you could see people leaning in, but I know that on the camera you can't do that at home, but we gotta stop finding problems with somebody else, beloveds. Not politicians either. Not your parents, not your exes. Nobody. Because as long as we do that, we can't be the full us. My goal in my life is to die all used up and madly in love with myself. You get that? Madly in love with myself, so comfortable in my own skin that I no longer am worried about being accepted by someone outside of me. Think about the freedom that comes with that. Imagine the freedom of loving yourself so completely that you never need the acceptance of anyone outside of you. That becomes the extra. That becomes the extra. The problem, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. I see it all the time. You have lazy thinking. You have lazy thinking. You do. Not everybody. Some of you are in practice. But some of you have lazy thinking. What happens is the news comes on and catches your attention. The Facebook thing catches your attention. You feel a little pain in your side and you're like, oh, what's wrong with me? Now, maybe there is something going on, but it's not what's wrong with me. So what happens is we give way and we do not discipline our minds to the degree that practicing the science of mind says we must be expert of our thinking. Expert. Because the only thing that's in the way of you having the glorious life you want is you. Not somebody else, not Big Brother, not the government, not the taxes, not your teachers, not your mom, none of them. You are the only person in the way of you. And so the power within the shadow is loving it. Loving it. Loving all of it. Does that make sense? Stop giving power to your criticism, especially of yourself. Love on you. When you look in the mirror, love on you. When you speak about yourself, speak kindly. Don't gossip about yourself in any kind of ill way. Because that's part of how we feed those inner gremlins. Right? We have those gremlins, and they will grow if we feed them. Stop feeding them. The reward of doing this work, the reward of shadow work, the reward of forgiveness work, peace. And as some of you know, we're in a life challenge at my house right now. You know, we're dealing with a medical diagnosis that we did not see coming. The me now, I think, is the only version of me that could have handled this. I don't think even the me 10 years ago could have handled this, I gotta be honest. Maybe not even 5 years ago. And so the reward is being able to do life. The power of doing the work is being able to do your life and not getting caught up in some of the chaos, just some of the chaos of life. I wish, want, hope, and dream for you that you say to yourself, I am willing to walk by baptism of fire through the distraction of my own shadow, and I am willing to let go and forgive and realign myself with the perfection of my own being, so that you're standing on higher ground, being, I just can't, I hate when people don't love themselves. I see it all the time. You think, well, here's one thing too. Always, throughout my ministerial career, I've spoken to you about feelings and emotions. I've been talking about this for 25 years, always, right? But I have a new kind of tidbit that I want to add to it. While your feelings are real for what you're experiencing, they are not your power. Feeling something doesn't make it real. It doesn't make it your authority. That's kind of a complicated distinction. So while you might be feeling upset or annoyed, you can feel it, but it is not the reality of your being. So I guess another wish, want, hope, and dream I have for you is that you learn that distinction. I'm having a feeling, but I am not that feeling. I have upset with somebody, but I know that that has nothing to do with that person. And every time we do that, you and I regain our personal power. Yes?
Yes.
Do you want that power?
Yes.
Why? What do you want to do with it?
Be peaceful.
What?
Be peaceful.
Be peaceful. What else? What do you want to do with it? Huh? Be yourself. How is that different from now?
There's a whole gap of self behind the stuff.
So purple is sharing there's a whole gap of herself that's hiding behind the way she's showing up in the world. Isn't that fascinating that you know that? Right. And what she's saying is that she doesn't know who she is. What else? What do you want to do if you were in the full you? What would that look like, Edna? Huh?
Love better.
Love better. Love others better. Great answer. Anyone else? Who would you be? What would be different? What would you embrace? How would you impact the world if you stop playing small with the stupid, crazy belief systems that, I'm being a little sarcastic now, but come on. They're not real. You are not the limitations. You know the thing I used to say, we either collaborate with possibility or we collude with less than. It's time. It's time. It's time.
I give other people permission to be themselves if I'm myself.
Reverend Neil says he'd give permission to other people to be themselves if he is his self. I said that right? Yes. Correct. What else? Loud.
You don't have to be different people at different times.
Oh my God, you don't have to be different people at different times. That's right. When you're authentic, the me that is me here is the me that's me at home. And it's the me that's me no matter where I go. Yeah. It's funny, not everybody likes the full me. The Jersey me kind of rubs people a little bit. But yeah, it's too bad. Like it's kind of, oh well, this is the package, you know? It's fun. It's fun. It's fun to say, this is who I am. Take me, leave me, love me, don't. You know? God, when I tell you that when I was a little girl, not just when I was a little girl, but when I was a little girl, and we lived on this very busy street, and my school, my elementary school that I went to was around the corner, literally just, it's like in my backyard. We didn't have a backyard. I lived on top of a garage, some kind of garage, not lovely. And but what I would do, because I was so not okay about being seen, I was so not okay about being in my skin. Every day I knew that this girl, her name was Diane Thory, I knew where she lived, and I knew she was the last person to pass my door going to school, because I think she was probably as uncomfortable in her skin as I was in mine. And I'd crack, they must have thought I was really creepy, and I'd crack open the door and I'd peek out, and only when she walked by would I go to school. Because I did not want to be seen. It didn't stop then. It didn't stop until my 40s. I didn't like walking the dog because I didn't want to be seen alone. I didn't eat places, restaurants, not even fast food places, because I didn't want to be seen alone. That's how long I waited to be okay to be in my own skin. Don't wait that long. Please don't wait that long. Don't delay being the full, beautiful you, please. Let's, and I'm going to do different today. I'm going to ask you to stand and hold hands. If you are, for those of you who are on Zoom, loving you, imagine you're holding hands with someone else on screen. Joe Schneider, hold a hand. No one's getting out. No one gets out alive. Come on, Lila. We got Rafi right here. There you go. Why? Because we are a community. We are one beautiful, glorious community that has been infiltrated by the presence of Spirit for so long that when we hold the hand of another, we are in remembrance of our holiness, of our connection, of our love. It is stunning. It is beautiful. And that vibration that you feel as you hold the hand of another is the vibration of Spirit saying, come on, play big. Be who you are. Be the full essence of your being. Don't wait. Let me in, Spirit says. Let me in. Let me love the parts of you you love, and let me love the parts of you that you don't love until you love it yourself. I declare on behalf of this community who's listening now and who might hear this later, it's time for us to stop playing small. It is time for us to embrace the glorious fullness, the bounty of our birthright, and the power that has been hiding in the shadow of our being. Let us love ourselves enough, let us love the shadow enough, that the power that we are spills out into our world. Are you willing to have that be so? If so, say yes.
Yes.
And that yes is a covenant, a powerful, beautiful covenant. And this word that I speak will not go unrecognized. It manifests itself immediately. It manifests itself and slips into places within our body, temple, our mind, and our heart where nothing else can go. Let us feel it. Let us accept it. Let us love it. And let us again say yes to it. Yes. Let this be our reality. Let abundance flow through us. Let love be our only reality. Let health find us right where we're standing. Let us be walking, talking, potent, powerful beings for possibility. That's some alliteration for you. Oh, for this and so much more, I'm grateful. I surrender this word to love, to law, and to the awe of life itself. Please join me in an incredibly exuberant, and so it is. Thank you.
So I know you know it. So let's do it. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of God.
Thank you, musical types, and thank you, Reverend Michelle. Powerful talk. We are the face of God, this community, but we are also the new Buddha. And as it says on the bottom of this sheet, we are a community that practices understanding and loving kindness, a community that practices a way of conscious living. That's what we've built. That's who we are. We want this to keep going. And right now we're going to do our conscious giving affirmation. But please know, and this is important, as Michelle said, what we have here is needed by the rest of the world. What you have inside of you is needed by the rest of the world. The values that Ty did not bring today, that are usually up there, are the values that you decided this community would be. Keep that in mind. And let's build this bigger, let's build this stronger. And yes, it requires money. Yes, it requires, we don't have Reverend Michelle here as our spiritual leader anymore. We will never get another Reverend Michelle. But we can get somebody else who's inspiring, but we can't do it without conscious giving in every way. But financially, we need the support to be the next Buddha. Well, we already are the next Buddha. But if we want to go further, if we want to spread this message that's so vitally important, we need everybody's help. So if you would, read along with me, please, and it is in the chat online. I bless this gift that I give today. I give this gift from my heart, and I give it mindfully. May my gift go further to heal, prosper, and bless this center and all who enter. I accept all good that comes as a result of this flow, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. One of the issues we have here is not just having a new spiritual leader. What we have is we get as so many people that watch us online, about an equal number to the people that are here. We do a really poor job of having those people out there, you people, of getting the message clearly, of having the sound work properly, they don't even see your faces while we're on here. We're working hard to change that, but it's not easy. It takes people. If you know somebody that knows technology, we need their help, and we need their help right now, and I'll tell you why. Your leadership council worked hard at putting together an application for what's called a Heffernan Grant. Okay? The Heffernan Grant is given through CSL Home Office. It's the Heffernan Foundation. And we took the time, we had a lot of conversations with people like Clive and the musicians that are here all the time, with Celine, with everybody involved. We got a grant. We got $2,500 to help us improve the technology so that what we do here works well out there, and what we do here works better in here as well. But we want you to know them, and they want thems to know yous. It's Jersey, what can I tell you? We gotta know yous guys out there. But here's what comes with it. We have been challenged by the Heffernan Foundation to match the grant. And I'm going to put it out there. And I'll put it out there to those folks online too, because sometimes we get people online who think, I'll just drop by, but I don't necessarily need to financially support the community because I'll just watch it online. But we need to do a better job. I want us to do a better job of reaching everybody we possibly can. So please, as a separate donation, help us match the grant. $2,500. We could do that. We could do that today. Donald Bay is going to be washing cars after this to raise money. So if you want to make that donation, please, we can restrict it just right, grant on your donation. Put that in the note, put it on your check, put it anywhere where you make the donation if you want to chip into it, and we'll match that grant. We could end up with $5,000 here, folks. Some of the things we're looking for is better sound system, better camera systems, we're looking to get a large monitor up here so that you can see them, and we'll put a camera on top of it so they can see you, so you can't come in your pajamas anymore. So we're going to make this work. We're going to make it work better. And I thank everybody for your patience with this. It's not easy. But we do need help. Joe Schneider, he's a young man. But he also has family he wants to see in Colorado. And we need help. We need the finances to do this, but we also need a little bit of help. But I am so grateful to our leadership council. Give them a round of applause for the work they've done to do this. All right. Next Sunday, we're going to be on Zoom. I will be your speaker next Sunday on letting go of the past. I mean, don't forget everything you heard today. I mean, in terms of letting go of the past. But yeah, we'll deal with that. We were going to have a workshop today, but unfortunately, we didn't get enough people sign up to have the workshop. One of the things that's key in having our workshops is to register for them so that we know what to do and how to have them. As far as today is concerned, I want to thank Bill Sarnowski for sponsoring today for this Sunday. Our Sundays now are, they raised the price, but they're still inexpensive. It's only $150 for the whole day here that we're here. So thank you, B'nai Keshet. You've been wonderful. But if you want to thank one, the links are on the website and the news, what do we call them? Newsletters. Thank you. That go out. We have the winter solstice coming up on December 20th. So that's going to be good. Celine will be there. Beth is working on that as well. And one last note. Vote.
Oh, yeah.
Get off your butt and vote. Vote your values. What we need people here in this country with is people who will live their values, the good values. We have those up here, but you have your own personal values. You'll see it in the newsletter tomorrow. Your vote counts. Then I'll tell you a little story, a very quick one, because I know you want to get your car washed. I once told a friend that I would vote for something that he had up as a referendum on the ballot. I got home from work. I got home late. It was about 10 minutes to 8. The polls closed at 8. I sat on my couch and I went, oh, damn, I'm tired. Oh, my God, I forgot I told Kevin I would vote. I don't know, I'm tired. I don't necessarily want to go. Got to be a man of my word. It's one of my values. Get up off the couch, get in the car, drove over to the polls. They're closing down the polls. I'm the last person to walk in the door. They said, well, you vote, but that's it. After you, we're done. It's closed. The vote ended in a tie.
Wow.
It ended in a tie. Your vote counts.
Yep.
If I hadn't voted that night, my friend would have lost. So, you know, Let me put it to you this way. Your vote should mean more to you personally, that you got up and cast it and you voiced your opinion, than it does to anybody else, or even how much it counts in the election. It should really bring to you your self-respect, your self-love, that you're doing your part. The energy of your vote is more important than the actual vote itself. You're putting it out there, whatever it is. You don't have to vote for the people I want you to vote for. Well, I do. But that's your choice. And right now, I'm going to make a choice. Let's hear another song. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? All right, thank you. By the way, another thing we want to bring back are the 1-minute miracles. If you want a treatment after this, there are at least a couple of practitioners in here, I believe, who would be happy to do that. And Brian is POD. See Brian. Thank you.
Okay. We ready to get on up? We are one big family after all.
At the Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey,
We believe in empowering individuals to discover their inner strength and their connection to divine life. Through our supportive community, transformative workshops, and uplifting services, we provide a safe space for personal growth and spiritual exploration. Whether you're seeking clarity, healing, or a deeper understanding of life's mysteries, our center offers practical tools and timeless wisdom to help you thrive. Join us in creating a more diverse, compassionate, and kind world. Your world, the way you want to create it.